the Greenlee Gator ESC105 and ESC85 copper and aluminum cutting tools. So overall, we're going to show both of these tools at the same time because they have almost identical features. One just has a little bit more capacity than the other. This one is the 105. As you can see, I don't have a battery inside this tool. When you're handling these tools and you're addressing the jaws in any of these configurations, you always want to make sure that you take safety first. Make sure the battery is not attached to the tool. Make sure you have your gloves on and your proper eyewear. But overall, with the capacity of this tool, the ESC105, it has a little over 4 inches of capacity and is predominantly used in underground applications, whether you're cutting through large transmission underground cables, both copper and aluminum. One of the really nice features about this tool is that it is a scissor application. So it has a direct line of access to the jaw. So when this tool is going to be addressing direct buried cables, this tool does walk through and you can actually wrap the jaw around the tool, or wrap the jaw around the conductor right in the ground, and it kind of lifts the cable off of the ground so you can get a nice clean cut. But moving on, the ESC85 is just the little brother to the 105. And we'll walk through this one in a little bit more detail as to the overall safety applications and the technology that's built into it. So it does work with all LXT lithium-ion 18-volt Makita batteries, ranging from 2 amp hours all the way to 6 amp hours. So that interface will address all of those different platforms. Each of these tools does have a Greenlee Gator info center on the back of the tool. This is where all the service information is at, the firmware, the serial number, and the maintenance schedule. Like I said, that's all contained on the back of this tool on that screen. So pistol configuration. This one does have a 3.85 capacity, inch capacity that's associated with it. As you can see, both tools have a 350-degree rotation. So this can allow the tool to get into position when you're addressing a cable that's really tough to move. Auxiliary handle ports on both sides of the tools. It does have a blade guide as well. So whenever you're addressing something with this much capacity, it's going to have a really high force or output force. So you want to make sure those blades are lined up properly so you don't spread the blades. So that blade guide is going to help it stay within the correct track and give you the cleanest cut. So we'll walk through this. I did want to point out the trigger mechanism on this tool. This tool is equipped with double tap configuration and single tap configuration. So when I touch the trigger, the blades move forward. If I were to go to the back of this tool and change the profile to double tap, the tool would not activate with a single depression of the trigger. You would have to double tap it 2 times within a second to get it to activate. And it's just a nice safety feature that we've incorporated on all of our cutting tools. As you noticed, when I took my finger off the trigger when activating this tool, the blades stop immediately. So that's unique to all of our cutting tools, is that they do not have any residual travel. We have an electronic brake that stops that blade immediately when the user takes his or her finger off of the trigger. But other than that, we do have a couple rigging positions on this as well. We do have a rig position here. We have a eyelet that can be attached to the back of the head here as well. But overall, a very unique, very versatile soft metal cutter for aluminum and copper, the ESC85 and ESC105 from Greenlee Gator.